Welcome, everybody, to this evening's Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty. I went old school with the 2004 Big Ben jersey because I think I'm going to try to send somebody to school, or tonight he's going to send me to school. The gentleman that I'm bringing on is a 13-year-old sensation, and I got this little video to put on the Steelers and Buffalo Bills. And this matchup has been going strong all week long. And then we're going to watch this, and then I'm going to introduce my special guest this evening. My special guest is from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. He's our own Mania Megacast panel wrestling enthusiast and extraordinaire. He picks them all. But tonight, he's going to tell me, and he's going to express from his love of the Buffalo Bills. It's my honor and my pleasure to bring Buffalo Bills super fan Kal-El on. Kal-El, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Now, this is a little different than usual. We're usually talking wrestling. Most of the time, we're on the same page. But today is a different page.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is gonna be exciting.
Yes, it is. So lately you just crossed the 1,000 on your TikTok. So I want to congratulate you and tell a little bit of people on how they can watch you and follow you on TikTok.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you. That's I'm excited that I got this. So they can reach me on the TikTok. It's all one word, mania.season, SCN abbreviated. So yeah, I just post a bunch of wrestling videos, and we do live streams now on there.
Wow.
We'll talk about wrestling shows like either Raw or SmackDown.
Okay.
So,
You're moving up in the world.
yeah.
Yeah. So you got all your football knowledge because before we get into this this big matchup Saturday, my team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, as we're going to go over, they beat the Tampa Bay Bucks down in Tampa. Now, did you see any of that game?
So I couldn't watch any of it because of our TV market thing because of our channel. So I stole the game like on his website, but I couldn't really watch a lot of it.
Don't ever say steal.
I couldn't watch a lot of it because it would keep like bugging out. So I couldn't really watch it. So I watched a little bit of it, but not really that much.
Funny. Yeah, well, I kind of like the first drive by Kenny Pickett and my boys. Now, did you see any of that? Maybe in the highlights.
Yeah, I saw that drive. Yeah.
What do you think about Steelers Kenny Pickett?
Well, that drive I think pretty much just a fluke because it's the preseason.
Well, you're allowed to express your opinions. We live in America, so do you think that he will be a quarterback for the Steelers, though, for the near future?
He'll probably play a while. I don't think Mitch Trubisky's gonna be starting anytime soon. So I think Kenny Pickett will probably stay up there.
Well, I can agree with that because Mitch had a terrible outing last week. He was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Just god awful. And Craig from Patton, thanks for tuning in. Oh, we're out in Patton. See, we're starting this. This is the first official, the second show of the official 2023 season. So it's a good kickoff with you coming on because this is going to be something. Now, I liked a lot of it because I can't help to say this because I'm not a big Matt Canada guy. And if you heard me, I curse and swear and say the F word a lot during the Matt Canada realm. And I'm trying to watch my P's and Q's because, you are, I'm sure you heard it, but you don't need to hear it from me right now. And it ruins the algorithms of YouTube. So, and hey, Mr. K, Rudolph is better than Mitch. Yes. And that's showing last week. Can you agree with that one?
Yeah, I actually saw the Mason Rudolph drives, and I think he was way better than Trubisky.
So you think Mason should be second and Mitch should be third, or do you think they should trade him?
I think Mason should be second, and then I feel like they could trade Trubisky. Honestly,
you know what? You're not the only person that said that to me this week, but I don't think they will because not right now. I know he's they signed him for $8 million. He had a bad showing. The receiver didn't help him. Having the balls bounce in his hand. Good old Cody White, who's probably not going to make the team and probably will be working at our local Bilo. Probably. Pickett is awesome. Benjamin says. Benjamin, who's a big time fan, and Benjamin always picks the Steelers to win like 47-3. Benjamin, I love you dearly. I don't know what he's smoking or what he drinks when he watches the show, but God bless him. But 17-0, and Pittsburgh's going to beat the 49ers. Like, he's probably going to give the prediction of beating your guys probably by 80-7. 35-17 he picked. He picked Kal-El. What do you think about that before we get into the Buffalo matchup? You know what I mean? 35-17, he picked us to beat you guys.
Well, if the Steelers were to beat the Bills somehow, I feel like it would probably be like by like 2 points. I don't think the Steelers are going to beat the Bills when the Bills have one of the best preseason records in the past few years.
Not in the Ravens.
No, that's like the truth. I mean,
I want you to speak the truth. Testify, kid. You're on here to testify. You're good. So. Okay, and I expect no other. You got to back your team up. So when these Steelers fans that I love dearly come out, they're going to come out of the woodwork, kid. You're going to have to slay them like Sparta in 300 because they'll be coming here once we start making predictions. So stand your ground. So okay, so I usually do. Like, I liked a lot of plays. I like that big Mason touchdown to Calvin Austin with 67 yards. George Pickens looked good on that touchdown. Anthony McFarland, the running back, third tier running back, hopefully, definitely, probably will make the team. Those were the good things offense that I saw Friday night. And also the linebacking of the inside linebacker and ex-Jets, Colin Alexander. Alexander was fast. He reminded me a little bit of Ryan Shazier. God bless him when he got injured. We haven't had an inside linebacker since. I think he's going to make the team. And then Nick Herbig, 2 big sacks. So those are most of my players that I'm going to go with my player. I usually do a Triple B player of the game every game. Usually it's always Chris Boswell, and I told him that. Because we're not scoring points, and Boswell, puts up like three field goals, and I'm drinking, so much beer that I'm glad we won. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So, hi, Tanya. How about Charlie Batch? Charlie Batch was a good backup, Tanya. He was a good backup. And he when Ben got hurt and got suspended, Charlie came in and had a good record for us. So I appreciate the comments. We got a whole bunch of comments on the social media. Steve Montgomery, thanks for tuning in. Lori Lash, thanks for tuning in on the podcast. Hopefully you got a terrible towel at your house, Lori. I hope. Probably not. You probably got some Buffalo Bills. What do they call? You guys have a towel in Buffalo, or are you just a mafia?
We don't have like any towels or anything like that.
You just have the Bills mafia.
Pretty much the mafia, like what they do is they pretty much, what they're known for is jumping through tables, tailgating.
Like a backyard wrestling federation that's not making any money. Yeah. Now let's get to hold on. Benjamin says Pickett is going to have 5. See, he's high. I love you, Benjamin. Pickett's going to have 5 touchdowns this weekend. Kenny's going to throw for 5. I don't think so because it's preseason, Benjamin. He'll probably be out in the first, maybe 1 series, maybe 2 this time. I love your tenacity and I love your Pittsburgh Steelers optimism. 5 touchdowns is it's kind of a lot in a preseason. I would go
especially
that in a
for
regular.
Kenny Pickett.
Oh, where's your mom at? I'm gonna have to call your mom here in a second. Okay, Pickens can cure leprosy with his tears. Oh my God. Uh-oh, here comes somebody else. Boy, she has a terrible towel, or she should, because we gave them. Oh.
Yeah, that's the only reason I have one. That's the only reason I have one.
Okay, well, tell him, Rock. Yeah, your aunt's giving you hell. Your family's going to come out of woodworkers, Steeler fans.
Well, actually, I think I have a pink towel, too, because the game we went to last year, Steelers versus Buccaneers, they gave us pink, like, cancer awareness towels.
Right, in October.
I didn't even know they were doing that either, so.
Sorry, Kal-El. Love the Steelers, but Grandma loves your picks. I understand you got family behind you now. They're all you got. It's swaying here on the board, man. It's going more Kal-El than Steelers right now. You got the family behind you. Well, that's why they call them the Bills Mafia. So now, and you actually been to a game in Buffalo, correct?
Yeah, so we went to that. It was actually so we're going to week 2 preseason this year, and we went to week 2 preseason last year. It was versus the Broncos. The Broncos were terrible, so I think we won like
They always suck. The Broncos always suck, even when John L was quarterback, and I hate him. I hate him, hate him, hate him. So I agree with you on that. Totally.
yeah, but it was like 45 to 15, 45 to 12 or something like that.
Wow.
There was like one Broncos fan in the whole stadium.
Well, that's because there's not many Broncos fans. There's not
Yeah.
many, and John Elway sucks. I just put it out there. So
I'm expecting
now,
there to be a lot of Bills fans at this Steelers game, like more than usual. I feel
we'll
like
go
we'll
out because
see.
it's 86 degrees.
Yeah.
And I was gonna get I did that. It's I 20 minutes into it early. Yeah, it's gonna be hot out. It's see you gotta understand, like the Pittsburgh Steelers preseason games are like a party. Like everybody, like my other half is not going to a Steeler game because it's too damn cold out, so she's not gonna go. So those are the kind of games that we are going to because no offense, it's too damn cold and she's not gonna be able to handle it. And yeah. So those are the kind of games that people like, they do this and they party. But you're probably right because there's a lot of Buffalo Bills fans out there. And you've been to the game last year there in Buffalo. So a lot of people a lot of people don't even get to go to their own hometown, their own home fans stadiums. So I mean, you got a lot in before a lot of people.
Yeah,
What do they say about you get busted up at school? They're like, oh hey, Buffalo, you get some heat from school kids at school because you're a Bills fan.
yeah.
I mean, even though you live in Punxsutawney, I mean that's
Well, the kids that will throw stuff like throw heat at me are
throw heat. I love it.
they're either Steelers fans or they're
Well, they smart Steeler fans.
no. And one of my friends is a Titans fan, and the other
well,
one's
then
a
he's
Saints
dumb as
fan.
hell. Man,
Yeah.
that's dumb. Being a Titans fan in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, is like finding a Where's Waldo shirt. You know what I mean?
Well, he used to like the team that would win the Super Bowl every year.
Oh,
I'm
he's
sorry
one of
if
them
if he's watching this. I'm sorry, but it's just
Is he a bandwagon jumper? He jumps from train to train. Oh, terrible, terrible. I got Larry Stryker. Larry Stryker's in the house. Larry, Extreme Podcast and Hey Guys Podcast. Larry just had some blonde WOW female wrestler on the other day. So that was a great interview. Shout out to Larry. Ralph Williams is watching from Beaver County Corner, man. My co-host Ralph, who does Wrestle Talk across the country. I'm telling you, kid, we got a lot of people watching in. And Shane says Punxsutawney is closer to Canada than the U.S. Just saying. Oh, and Ralph says James Washington got cut by the Saints. Are you looking for any receivers in Buffalo?
We already signed a receiver that was formerly on the Saints, Deontay Hardy. He's been looking good in practice, I've heard. So, and he's real short too, but I think he can be dangerous for us because we do have Diggs and Gabriel Davis. He'll be our wide receiver 3, but you never know, those backup wide receivers, they can do damage sometimes.
Well, hopefully not do damage Saturday. But yeah, I'm hoping. Now I'm going to get to my player of the game last week because we got to an intangible, and sometimes I just run with it. My Triple B player of the game is Nick Herbig. That's what I'm going with, the 2 sacks. I think he's going to be a great asset to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, you guys played somebody last week, right? And how did you guys do last week?
So,
they suck. They terrible.
Yeah. Well, we beat them last year in the preseason, only by 3 points, but this time it was 23-19.
I think the Punxsutawney High School could probably beat them last year. They were bad.
Yeah, probably. So, it was a good start for us in the preseason.
Okay.
Obviously, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs didn't play. Neither did Von Miller because Von Miller's still recovering from that ACL injury that he had last year. He won't. He probably won't play in the preseason at all, but he said he should be ready to go by week 1. So,
okay.
But a lot of our starters, like I know Matt Milano played. A lot of our corners played. So yeah, if I had to do a player of the game, for us, I think it would be. I wanted to go James Cook, but because James Cook is gonna, I think James Cook is gonna have a great year this year because we got rid of Singletary and he went to the Texans.
Is that where he went? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So Singletary went to the Texans and Case Keenum went to the Texans.
That's not a big loss.
Yeah. So, but we got their backup quarterback, and I'll talk about him in a minute. But I think, as much as I love James Cook, I think the player of the game for the Bills will have to be Matt Barkley, because Matt Barkley went 14 for 15, 172 yards with 2 touchdown passes. And he looked great out there. So they did So they had an interview later, and apparently, a Colts player said that during halftime, while Kal-El was still playing, Matt Barkley walked into the Colts locker room and walked into the DBs, and he said, "Better lace them up. It's going to be a long effing half."
He got some cojones.
Yeah, and then he went out there and he backed it all up. So
if you're a little older, I let you say the whole word. You wouldn't. But I could see your mom smacking me in the back of the head. Well,
he actually did say it.
I believe you. It takes a lot of kahunas to go in another locker room and do that, though. I did not know that. He didn't get fined or anything. They didn't kick him out. Wow. So your second string quarterback's got some big balls.
He's actually our third string because.
Oh, is he? Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Kyle-El was playing all right in the first half, and then he came out in the second half, and I think he threw a pick in the first half, and then he got sacked a few times.
Well, I'll do
in
that
the second
too.
half, and then he pretty much was just like playing like crap, so they would take him out on purpose.
Right.
I feel like.
Well, it all depends on who. It depends on who they play because it's all second stringers. Everybody does good. Everybody can dance with the prom queen when there's nobody else around. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, okay. Well, I got some questions. Shane says, how many series does Kenny get this week? Maybe 2, Shane. Ryan is Baltimore's in the house. Baltimore Ravens are representing here tonight. I wonder if Buffalo's offense will take the next step with Dorsey calling plays. That'll be your question, Kal-El. You want me to reread it to you, or did you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, what do you think?
So Leslie Frazier stepped down last year from I think it was offensive coordinator. So he's stepping down for this year, and then so we got the other guy in there. I honestly forget his name.
That's okay. You should wait. You should wait till I say some Steeler names. I mess them all up when they're long. Believe me, because it'll happen.
Yeah. So they've been saying on this Good Morning Football, Sports Center, all this stuff. It's pretty much like make or break for the Bills this year because they as much as I hate to say it, they keep losing.
Yeah.
Divisional round.
Your division's going to be strong.
Well, division's going to be strong. At least they get to play in January because, like, a lot of Steeler fans don't know, like, they don't remember Steelers playing in January football.
Oh, you're bringing the effing heat tonight, kid. Oh, okay. I gotta go eat a bologna sandwich because it's lunchtime. That's good, but okay, yeah, I like it. Okay, Steeler, you're right though. I've been bitching about it for a while. January is not a good time for us. But this year is the year. It's got to be. It has to be. Now you guys got to get to the next. I mean, you guys had some heartbreakers in the playoffs. Some just terrible. I mean, you went against Patrick Mahomes, and I mean that game was quadruple overtime. So
I mean, we always beat Patrick Mahomes in the regular season, but then Mahomes and them they got to pay the refs in the playoffs. So
a little salty, are you? A little salty.
pretty much like Travis Kelce and Mahomes just
you're right.
Pretty much
you're right.
Give their contracts to the refs.
They don't need anybody else. Those two can score 50 points on their own. So I have another question for you from Shane, special field correspondent. How many series does Josh Allen get Saturday?
Well, he didn't play in week 1, but McDermott said in his press conference that he expects Josh Allen to play at some point in the preseason. And I think if that's going to be any time, it'll probably be this week. I feel like in the middle of the preseason would be good. So if he does play, him and Diggs will both play, probably. But if Josh Allen plays, he'll probably get, depending on how good he does. If he goes out there, because last year he went out there through like 2 passes and it was a touchdown. And so this year he'll probably do the same thing. He'll probably just like cook the Steelers defense.
Oh my God, we're gonna get in this game here pretty soon. You've been I tell you what, you're batting 1,000 bashing the Steelers. Yeah, and, well, I don't know if that was your cousin, but I remember he did. Ryan Fitzpatrick did play for the Bills. He did. Very smart, intellectual quarterback. So yeah, this is so maybe 1 or 2. Josh. Yeah. Shane says Josh is riding the pine. Shane says that's what Shane said to you. Kal-El, Josh is riding the pine. So let's get to, since we got our players, my player of the game and your player of the game, and we got this Saturday right here. You know, Buffalo Bills coming to Pittsburgh, 6:30 kickoff, Askew Stadium, which I hate the name. I hate it. I personally like Heinz Field. And actually, because I have my name's in there. I used to be a season ticket holder for 17 years. Got my little name on there, you know. It's great. We used to be on a block that they moved it. And the last game I went to was Big Ben's final game, and that's probably why I don't know if I ever go back to another game, because you won't get any better than that. So,
well, I think they did add the big ketchup bottle back, right? Because I drove past it the one day. I feel like there was a big.
Well, you got a license now too? Damn, you're just driving around Pittsburgh like you own a city. You probably had your Buffalo Bills hat hanging out, didn't you?
Yeah. Actually, because we were doing, there's this NFL YouTuber that he does he was doing like a 30, he called it 30 and 30, and he went to all 30 stadiums in 30 days raising money for charity.
Oh, okay.
So he went to Pittsburgh on the same day as a Pirates game, so traffic was all over the place.
Crazy.
So
which is surprising for a Pirate game.
Yeah, we met up right in front of the stadium, and then we had to walk over like 2 blocks because there were so many people over there. So, but yeah, I think we got in the car and we drove past, and I swear that ketchup bottle was right there.
Yeah, Shane says the ketchup bottle was back. He said it's Heinz Field. JJ and Jason Reese from Extreme Wrestling Podcast. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Benjamin will always call it Heinz Field. I always do too. I mean, that's just the way it is. Because when you got all that money, you can call anything you want to when you got a lot of money. So, okay, so the game's going to be on KDKA locally. Do you get KDKA up in your neck of the woods? Maybe channel 2, channel 10?
We probably won't be able to like watch it. So good thing we're going to the game.
Oh, you're going. Oh, hell, you got me beat. Okay, you're going to the game. Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
We bought our tickets a few days ago. I think
we're
on the Bills side.
Whoa, of course.
I know we're on the Bills side, and I think we're probably like, my dad said either like 5 or 6 rows back.
Wow. So. Okay. Now, when you get down there, you're going to go through the Steelers, the Hall of Fame, the little thing that shows you how champions are, because we did win some Super Bowls. Are you going to go through that?
So they have that museum down there, I think.
Yeah, they do.
But we can't go to that on. You can't go to those on game day unless you're going like real early in the morning, because we were gonna try to.
Okay.
So, but they already booked all like tickets out.
Oh, did you catch what I just said? When you go down there and you see the champion stuff down there, well, did you catch that? Okay.
Last time we went down there, we did see the trophies.
I was waiting for the comeback. I was waiting for the comeback.
That's probably the last trophy they have gonna get in a while.
Oh, well, I got you're okay. Don't kill me, Bubba. But if the Steelers don't make the playoffs, I love to see Josh Allen win a Super Bowl. Okay. I mean, I don't hate the Buffalo Bills. I just don't like when they play the Steelers. But I mean, Buffalo cost me money way back then when Scott Norwood kicked it, against the Giants. That was their opportunity back in the 90s. They had a good team with Jim Kelly. And I do remember, now back then, Kelly and the Buffalo Bills used to destroy the Steelers. Up and down. They don't smile, because it wasn't funny, because We got our asses beat. Try to contain yourself. But on one faithful Monday night with a case of Iron City, and I hate to tell you this story, but I'm going to tell it to you anyway. I was a little bit I had a little bit too much of the Iron City, and I was eating wings. I got on Channel 4 News, and Rod Woodson knocked out Buffalo Bills receiver Don Beebe out cold. And they actually finally beat the Buffalo Bills. The curse was lifted for a long time until the last couple of years. Because it reminds me of the same thing, though. We cannot be. Well, we did beat Josh Allen a couple of years ago with our defense, though, in that home opener.
Yeah, well, last year I loved last year's game where the Bills played the Steelers. That was a great game. Steelers.
Well, no shit. Yeah, that was the last meeting. You got me beat. You beat me on the thing. Yeah, it was the last meeting, 38-3. Yeah, he threw a 97-yard touchdown. I was losing my shit at work, and I almost got fired.
Well,
sorry, I'm swearing.
The only reason we don't get the Steelers is because we have like DirecTV stream, I think it's called, or something. But we only have that so we can watch the Pirates.
Okay, well, if you do Paramount Plus for $11, you can get the KDKA Channel 10 on streaming. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, but I mean, you're not. Yeah, well, I mean, if you don't want to watch the Steelers, I understand because you want to watch your team.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter about this channel anymore because by next month we'll have all of our channels switched. We'll be back to YouTube TV.
Gotcha.
We'll have Red Zone and stuff. So.
Shane says the Bills are my Tecmo team. Good God. Yeah, 1996. Jesus God Almighty. He doesn't even know half. Do you know half of the players in '96? Kelly and James Lofton and.
I know a few of them. I think.
You know a few. Okay. Well, now let's get this talking. We said the time. It's going to be 86 degrees. It'll be hot. You'll be all you'll probably wearing that jersey there probably. What jersey does that, if you don't mind me asking?
This is Josh Allen jersey.
Oh.
So I actually have in the mail coming a Von Miller jersey. It's going to be the red one. So I
have
don't
a Von Miller jersey? What the hell? What the hell, kid? Do you wear them to school? You wear them to school?
Yeah.
Do you? Wow. You take some heat for that?
Sometimes we'll have NFL jersey day at school. We can wear a jersey. So but yeah, I do get a lot of heat at school.
Do you? You just walk around proud, especially after the 38-3 thumping. So that next day at school, you were proud as a peacock.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can say anything. Now, did somebody talk trash after a 38-3 loss? One of them kids that he really would actually. I mean, they get hit in the slide or something because we got beat 38-3. Why would you talk smack if we got beat 38-3? There's nothing you can do about that. Even I, as great as I am, knows when we, have to go down in defeat. And there was nothing we did right in that game. We didn't do anything right at all. We didn't have anything at all.
So, I mean, the only excuse that they will have if the Bills beat one of my friends' teams is they'll be like, oh, it doesn't matter because you're a bandwagon anyways. You don't even like the Bills. I was like, really?
You just put your head down like that? Is that what you do?
No.
You don't even say that? You just hat. Oh, I was like, is that what you do to them when they're talking trash at school? You just take your hat and just go like this?
I don't let them get anything past me.
Well, that's good.
They're dumb. They don't understand half the stuff that they're saying about their teams. I mean, if you're a Titans fan or a Saints fan or a Steelers fan, I mean, the Steelers fans in my school are honestly really dumb. That's
not good. Why are they dumb? I know we're getting to off topic here, but why aren't they intelligent enough Steeler fans? Because I mean, you're talking to an intelligent Steeler fan. I get a little crazy, but I know my Steeler trivia, which I got a trivia question here, which nobody will probably ever get. But I like to talk concise and be intelligent when I talk. So why would they just don't understand?
Yeah, they don't. I mean, they just go completely jump on the bandwagon and they say that the Steelers are beating all the good teams. I mean, they say they're going to go 17-0. They say they're definitely making the playoffs. I was like,
it's hard after a while. We got beat by the Cleveland Browns. I've been in shock for years. We haven't been to a playoff. We haven't won a playoff game in a long time. I mean, I'm a realist. I mean, I used to take us to go to Super Bowl every year. I used to bet money on it. But I mean, I can't. Doing this show, I have to be a realist. Now, when we do our megacast pick, I mean, I'll pick, and it's very hard because I'll never, ever, 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 ever bet against the black and gold. I never do that, and I don't ever take anybody against. I always take Pittsburgh over anybody. It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit if it was Mason Rudolph and we were still whatever, whoever we had a quarterback, I'm still taking it. Do I like the outcome when we lose? No. But when we get beat 35-3 and we got our asses beat, it's duly noted that we got outplayed, so I mean, that's just the way it is. Oh, hey, Big Mike, thanks for tuning in. Oh, hey, Pittsburgh Areno from Mexico. We got people from Mexico, the country of Mexico. I appreciate all the international Steeler fans. I don't know. I'm just Buenos Dias. That's all I know. I don't know anything because I used to watch Looney Tune commercials and it'd be like, Senor Speedy. That's all I know. They say, hi, Steelers win. Sorry, Bills from Mexico. See, you're getting international heat. You're getting international heat.
I'm gonna have to, yeah. Well,
yeah.
I have to add this in. I'm gonna.
Yeah, no, please do.
I'm gonna have to bring probably, like earmuffs or something because, like, honestly, those Steelers fans are
We're crazy.
I gotta say this, no offense, but in my opinion,
no, none taken.
They're really annoying. They're really loud.
Well, you're gonna hear Renegade, kid. When you hear Renegade, I call it Heinz Field. When you hear Renegade, it's special. It brings it. It's like Hulk Hogan fighting Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3. Renegade, when it comes on, it's magical. Every time it comes on, something magical happens on that field with the Steeler defense. Every time I was down there, it was magical. Okay,
so
you'll
I don't
see
know
it.
if you saw. I don't know if you saw the clip. 2019, I think the Bills played the Steelers. They played Renegade to hype the Steeler fans up, and the next play, Josh Allen throws a 40-yard dot down the field. That's
I got nothing to say on that. Well, yeah, every squirrel finds a nut. Every squirrel. So you brought at least you're informative tonight. You brought your A game and you knew that, which I did not know that. But every squirrel finds his nut. Every squirrel. 1 out of a million. Usually it's a million. Pittsburgh Steeler defense. This defense is high priced. Last week, a lot of the guys didn't play. Hopefully they play this week. And let's get into that because we've been just chit-chatting and we're taking stuff. Dan Keith, thanks for tuning in. Now, I think Kenny Pickett and the boys, maybe 1 or 2 series against you guys. Now, to me, honestly, I'm going to take I'm going to give a score later on. But for me, it's the preseason. I want to see a lot of these younger guys. Hopefully, Kendrick Green can snap the ball. That would be great. This guy here is going to make his first start in a Pittsburgh uniform, Joey Porter Jr. That's right. Joey Porter Jr. Maybe he gets an interception. What are you laughing for? What? You don't like Joey Porter?
Well, I do like him, but
you were chuckling. You're like,
there's not going to be the best thing here, but I'm hearing and I'm seeing a lot of clips of him just getting destroyed by George Pickens in practice.
Well, look. If you like Transformers, Optimus Prime is the best one because Optimus Prime is the shit. George Pickens and the Steelers is the Optimus Prime of receiving corps. He's going to get smoked, but he's got to keep coming back because he's a rookie. I mean, nobody can cover Pickens, and he's catching, one-arm catches like that.
Well,
but he did come back.
If Joey Porter's getting burnt by George Pickens, then he will have a heck of a time guarding Stephon Diggs if they both meet each other. Because
but how tall is Stephon Diggs? He's not that tall.
I don't think he's that tall, but still, I mean,
Porter's tall. Porter's he's 6 foot. If Porter got his old man's tenacity, he's smacking somebody in their mouth and eating their pizza come Saturday.
Well, that play last year of when Josh Allen threw the 99-yard pass to Gabe Davis, that was that could happen. I think again, maybe a little redo.
No, it's not a rehash button. Not against. Well, TJ wasn't playing. TJ Watt wasn't playing.
What? I don't think that matters. I don't know.
It matters, kid. TJ, yes, it matters. Did you see when TJ Watt is not in our lineup how bad we suck? Yes, it's true. TJ Watt in our lineup is the resurrection of Jesus and Gandhi and everybody else when it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. I don't know what happens when he doesn't play, when he's not in there. I don't know what happens. They fall apart. But when he's playing, it's like the resurrection. I'm telling you. He didn't play last year. He just needs to play one series. Josh Allen will feel the heat of TJ Watt come Saturday evening.
I gotta hold all this stuff in.
No, don't hold it in. Come on.
Because the only thing that like motivates me to go to school every Monday is to go and talk about how bad the Steelers lost. Because,
okay, then what did you do in the last 6 weeks of last year when we were 7-2? What'd you do?
You were? I didn't even.
Yeah, we were. Where are you? Oh.
I was.
We didn't make the playoffs though, like you guys did. We weren't in the playoffs, but we were 7-2. We had to wait on everybody else. We had to, salivate and salivatate and pray. I don't even know. I just made that word up. To get into the playoffs every year, which I think is bullshit because I don't want that. I want the Pittsburgh. Look, kid, the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 70s. Now the 80s. If you were around in the 80s, it was a dark time. It was like Lord of the Rings. What was Saran when it was darkness upon? Steelers in the 80s was bad. We didn't have a quarterback. We didn't have anybody. But if we would have drafted Dan Marino, we'd have had 12 Super Bowl rings. And I'm not even drinking. I'm drinking water.
Yeah, well, I don't think it really surprises me that the Steelers didn't make it last year because there was a lot of contention in the AFC. Honestly, I mean,
I agree.
The Jaguars were making a move, but honestly, would you rather have the Steelers make the playoffs and lose the first game terribly, or not make it at all?
Well, you're asking me if we don't make the playoffs, Kal-El, we're not going to get a good draft pick. We're going to be in the middle of the pack. For me, as crazy as it sounds, I want the Steelers to play in the middle of January, and it could be anybody's game. Once you got to get into the dance with the sexy woman. You got to dance. We just got to get in the dance. We haven't been in the dance. You guys been in the dance, but you guys are left with punch on your head. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. I'll take a good one. I will take us going to the playoffs, and whatever happens. I'm okay with that.
Chiefs.
Well, I hope not. Well, I mean, we played them, and TJ Watt got a touchdown, and it was the greatest thing in the world. And then it came crumbling down. So, but you would need us to beat the Chiefs. You would need us to put a pounding on the Chiefs. Whoever you guys play in the playoffs. I think now we're getting personal. Because if that's you'll need us. You would need the Pittsburgh Steelers for us, so you could beat the Chiefs. You need us. You need us.
We would need the Steelers so that we could just beat them real quick and then move on to the championship game.
What would happen if we do this show in about 5 months from now? We're in the playoffs, duking it out. Ooh,
I'd be surprised.
What do you mean you're going to be surprised?
If the Steelers do make it to play the Bills in the playoffs.
Yes, no F-bombs, Tanya. I am surprised. Yes. And I have somebody. Oh, that's Shane. Shane, I don't know Spanish. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I mean, this game Saturday is irrelevant. It's just it's a little bit of pride where you can go to school and it's like, hey, I was down at the game. We beat the Steelers. But then it'd be all the marbles coming playoff time 5 months from now. I'd have to have my thinking cap on, and we'd be talking big time stuff because it would be serious. Playoff times. Playoffs are serious. Just we got to get there. You guys have been there. You guys are the bridesmaids of the AFC. Oh, you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. But I wish you would have beat when that double quadruple. I did. I mean, that was a good game. That was one of the best games I ever saw when you guys lost. Yeah.
Well, no. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I mean, it happens. I didn't have any money on it.
I mean, they played great. I mean, it's just Mahomes just needs to get his way and get the coin right. So.
Boy, you're a little salty there. Salty guy.
Well,
It's like oh Tom Brady and Bill Belichick they didn't set up video cameras and set up in 2001 when the Steelers were had that punt and they had to do it and then they had a block punt and then Troy Brown ran it in. I was at that game. It was very heartbreaking. I've been to 2 AFC championship games. Very heartbreaking. And it's been years. I'm still dealing with it.
The thing is, like, Tom Brady doesn't cheat, so.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Jason Cribbs says Josh Allen is overrated, Kal-El.
Well, he seems like he's underrated now because people are throwing a lot of hate at him over the past few months. So
you're handling yourself like a pro right here on this show. If you can handle yourself like a pro when the Steelers are facing your team, I think you can handle anything in life.
Jason. This year, Kenny Pickett, I think, is a little overrated. Honestly,
what?
Honest opinion.
Oh, we're gonna get to that in here in a second as soon as I read it. Shane, thank you for speaking Spanish to our Spanish fans. I do not know. I hope they liked and subscribed too. Jason Cribbs just said right here on social media here, the Bills. Hold on, the Bills are going to go 9-8.
That's. I don't know. Say it. I want a lot of what he's taken because it must be work.
Oh, Jason. Uh-oh. Kal-El's calling. He's taking the bolts, throwing them back at people. Okay. Let's get to some. I got. Uh-oh. It's coming now. Here it comes. This is the one. This is the only one that we got right here. That's a mic That's a mic drop right there, kid. Poof.
I'm cooking up. Hold on.
Oh, it's okay. You okay? You good?
I'm just saying, like, I mean,
it was coming. It was coming. I didn't say it, but
how many Super Bowl or playoff appearances do the Steelers have in the last 4 years at wins?
I agree with you. We've been sucking. I agree. We are terrible. We are not where we need to be. We are not playing Pittsburgh Steelers football where we need to pound and ground in our defense. I agree with you on that. I totally agree. And you've been kicking our ass except for the one time where Big Ben, by the grace of God, in the third quarter, we beat you up in Buffalo. Last year, we got our asses beat. I didn't like that one bit. Now, the preseason game, as we're going to talk, if we ever get to talking, because we're just talking Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills now, and we're going off script. We've been off script.
Well, there was
for 25
one more thing
minutes.
I wanted to say about that comment.
Go ahead. He got you riled up.
He said, do the Bills have 6 Super Bowl rings? Well, the Steelers, when they won those rings, they don't have anywhere close to the roster they have now.
Oh, no. I agree with you on that. But also, too, Shane says 2 words, Mike Tomlin. Trisha Farmery, thanks for tuning in. Brian Lamort from DuBois, thanks for tuning in. Robbie, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I mean, we just haven't had it. We haven't had anything since the debacle of AB on his Facebook, Twitter, in Kansas City, and we haven't been right since. We haven't been right in the playoffs since then. That was the destruction of the dynasty. But every dynasty crumbles and a phoenix rises up out of the ashes. And the ashes this year, we're going to be running the ball. I know you're starting to smile. We're going to run the ball, and we're going to have Kenny Pickett throw maybe 20 touchdowns. If Dante Johnson Dante Johnson gets 5 touchdowns, we're ahead of the game. What are you laughing for?
Never mind.
No, say it. You don't think Kenny Pickett can throw 20 touchdowns?
I feel like it's going to end up halfway through the season. Now, I said earlier Trubisky's not going to do anything, but it might come down. All I'm saying, it might come down to them having to switch quarterbacks at some point. I'm not sure. I don't know.
You mean by injury, though?
Yeah,
not mechanics.
I feel like Kenny Pickett will get injured because that game we went to last year, Kenny Pickett got a concussion. And
Well,
then
Kenny had 2 last year and doesn't need any
yeah.
more because our offensive line wasn't good. It's solidified. Our offensive line and defensive lines are solidified, which made us weak last year. Where we should have beat the Patriots, should have beat the Jets. I know shoulda, coulda, woulda. I should be 155 pounds, but that ain't happening. The Dolphins. Those 3 games in your AFC. If we'd have helped out you, we'd have been better, and you would have been better because the AFC we would have beat everybody except we'd have been 3-1 or 3-1 against your conference, against your division, and with Buffalo beating our ass. We had every other game except for Buffalo. Buffalo and Philadelphia was the only games last year that we got our asses beat.
Mm-hmm.
And this year we oh, you smile. This year we will be solidified, and we just got to get in the playoffs because the AFC right now is very, very strong. You only got to get 7 teams, so we can't lose. We're not going to win them all, but we got to win some games. Jason Cribbs says Kenny Pickett 25 touchdowns. Hold up. And 7 interceptions, Kal-El.
17.
Now, 17. Well, he's delusional, Jason said. But Brian Lamort said James Cook is a sleeper.
He was last year. I mean, he wasn't that great last year, but since we got rid of Singletary, the Bills were honestly, they were on crack last year, not starting James Cook and starting Singletary, because every play I'd watch, Singletary gets like dropped after getting 1 yard. But in the preseason, James Cook, he ran probably like maybe a 20-yard touchdown run. He's gonna be great, I think.
Brian Lamort knows his stuff because he's like a Mr. Fantasy Football guru. He wins every fantasy football since 1994, and he puts money on the ponies and goes to Vegas every 6 months. So if he Morty knows his stuff. But also too, if the Steelers had an OC that had the balls, we would have not only beat the Buffalo, we'd have won more games. Do you agree with that?
I feel like they definitely could have won more games. I feel like I'm shocked they didn't beat the Patriots, because the Patriots are probably going to be the worst, one of the worst teams in the AFC. Definitely going to be the worst team in the AFC East.
They just got Elliott. They just signed Elliott. Bill Belichick is going to make something out of that.
I feel like at this point, okay, so veteran running backs, veteran players are getting traded to these teams. And every time it happens, especially with the Buccaneers, I've noticed their career just is washed. They just go downhill. And I think, I don't know.
I'll tell him, Morty. Give me a second. Go ahead.
I think it was a bad signing on the Jets' part for signing Dalvin Cook, because they have 2 solid running backs this year. If Breece Hall wouldn't have tore his ACL, he would have been Rookie of the Year. He was on track for a great season, then he got hurt in Week 5. But since they have him and they have that Michael Carter, I feel like Dalvin Cook might not get a lot of playing time.
Ooh, that's a bold statement. Brian Lamort, Morty says, listen to this one. Cook will have more touchdowns than any receiver in Buffalo.
Not as long as Diggs is there, I think. Definitely not.
Chris Elliott, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Jason Cribbs he's coming at you like a hyena. He's coming at you like a rapture. He's like, it's because Josh Allen is overrated.
Well, he's doing all right. He's trying his best.
Cook is exciting, Shane says. So you got that one. Todd just showed up. The Bills are a good team, maybe a great team, he says. Their defense needs to step up if they want to hold off teams like Kansas City, but he's also a Steeler fan because he said go Steelers. So you're getting people that are reasonable. I understand that.
Well, looking at this, I don't know where it went now.
That's okay. You got a wall. You got a Buffalo Bills wall.
Looking at this, they have one of the hardest schedules in the season. I mean, they play.
Well, it happens. It happens, kid. I mean, that's the way.
I mean, they play the Chiefs. They play the Eagles.
When do they play the Chiefs?
They play week 14.
Ooh, see, that'll be playoff. That could be home field advantage. I mean, that's what they do for ratings. I mean, we already know that going in.
Well, every time the Bills play the Chiefs in the regular season, it's always at the Chiefs Stadium. So I think what the Bills need to do.
You're not happy with that?
No, they need to capitalize, and they need to get first seed in the AFC so that this time in that divisional round they'll play the Chiefs at home.
Okay. Well, I got Robbie says when you have an offense that doesn't put up points on the board, probably meaning the Steelers, it puts more pressure on the defense and tires quickly. And Chris Elliott says hello to me and to you. Thank you, Chris. Donnie Fulmer just jumped on. Mr. Tap Out, thanks for tuning on. And Chris Anderson, thanks for tuning on. So let's get to who you want to. Let's get to your three keys of victory, because we were just I think this show could go on for 5 hours with this debate. So let's get to your who do you want to see produce against the Steelers come Saturday? Who do you think is going to have a good game against the Pittsburgh Steelers? And then we'll go from there.
Well, first of all, I want to see more of our running backs this week. I think Damian Harris, we signed him from the Patriots. I want to see him, see what he can do, and especially against defense like the Steelers. I mean, whatever. But so I think we'll see more from the running backs. Definitely more from James Cook. If James Cook is out there for a while, he should have a good day. Number two.
Do you think against this? Oh, well, I'll bring up my viewpoints when you're done. Okay. Keep going. Oh, yeah. It's your show.
Number two,
you're good.
I think Matt Barkley needs to get more playing time. I think if he stays out there, if Josh Allen plays, then they can do Matt Barkley, then that would be okay. But I think they need to play. I think they need to play Josh Allen for a drive, and then they put Barkley in there for a while, so we can have.
Okay, so what other players do you want to see when you're going down to the game Saturday?
I want to see. So I want to see a bunch of our corners. I want to see Matt Milano play again. We'll play like Greg Rousseau. Maybe
because you got a lot. You have a lot of. I don't know if you had your injury report, but you have a lot of questionable players. DJ Dale sounds like Chippendale, like Looney Tunes. That's your cornerback. Damian Harris, Reggie Gillum, and Tommy Doyle. It sounds like an Irish pub band. You guys got.
Yeah, I don't think so. We didn't play. Tommy Doyle, I think, is a tight end.
Tommy Doyle, offensive tackle. He's an offensive tackle.
Well, I swear in my Madden games he plays tight end sometimes.
That's okay. Well, you probably play both. He's probably a flex player.
Yeah. So we didn't play Dawson Knox last week at all. I'm not saying this is my third thing because this is just stupid for tight ends, but we played mostly like Kincaid last week. That was a rookie, and he's doing great. So
okay.
And then last thing, I mean,
this is who you want to see. This is who you want to see because we'll get back to the three points of victory for you here. Yeah, because I'm going to give mine because I got to. So
I want to see Diggs play this week. I want to see Gabe Davis play. I want to see stuff from Khalil Shakir this week. He made a great catch last week on third. I think it was like 3rd and 15. Did not think he was going to catch it. So
he doesn't. Well, that is for sure. Shane says you're the smartest man in Buffalo for sure. And that's because you live in Ponksy, so I guess you would be the smartest man in Buffalo. Chris says, Chris Anderson, I'm a diehard Steelers fan, but I'm extremely anxious to see DeMar Hamlin. Seeing him come back from that incident, he makes me want to see him a lot. Yeah, and that's
also, I want to see DeMar Hamlin because he's from Pittsburgh,
right?
So I think
that'll be emotional. That'll be emotional. That'll give him. Yeah, I agree. Big Steeler warming Pittsburgh welcome. From something that was tragic when everybody. I mean, you watched it, I watched it, we all watched it. I mean, I didn't know. I honestly, I thought he was dead. I'll be honest with you. I thought he was dead, and I'm like, oh my god, it was crazy. It was just like, wow. And thank God, by the grace of God, sometimes He does listen to what we have to say, So, and Morty said that Cook is the best running back in the Jets camp. That's what he said. That's what he said. Yeah. Well,
he might improve.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if he's going to be great though.
Yeah. Well, I know we had a couple roster moves. We had to cut some people on the Steelers side. We signed, and I'm going to murder this name. if I can get it here. We did sign some running back. We signed a running back from Arizona State. And yeah, this is going to be murder. Well, we signed linebacker Forrest Rain. We placed linebacker Chappelle Russell on IR. He got hurt last week. We signed quarterback Levon Hill. We wavered injured cornerback Duke Dawson, and we wavered cornerback Isaiah Dunn. So we are mixing and matching people that if they get hurt and they get IR, Pittsburgh Steelers right now, Omar Khan is just in that room just slicing and dicing. So if they get hurt and they're on injured reserve, he just goes and gets somebody else like the new – just it's like a new day every day. You never know who's coming in. Now, the Pittsburgh Steelers added another running back, and I'm going to murder this name. This is going to be something here. Signing – this is funny. Excazian Valdea. Oh, okay. He's an Arizona State product. He comes to Pittsburgh as an undrafted rookie. He wasn't invited to the NFL camp, but he did run a 4.4 fast. And he had a college career at Wyoming, rushed for over 3,000 yards, 19 touchdowns. So we shall see. And they cut the running back, Lovett, from Penn State to make room for him. So, and also, too, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I know you guys are here. In the depth chart, Connor Hayward is the only fullback right now because Kendrick Green, that experiment is busted and booming. It's not good. And his center, he's shitty as a line, and I believe he will be getting cut very, very soon. And he's also, Connor is the third depth in the tight ends. So, Morty's, I'm starting to think I forgot more than you guys know. No, you don't know diddly, Morty. Zach Livingston. Well, you know, maybe you know a lot more NFL stuff than I do, Morty. I don't know a lot of, I don't care about everybody else. I just care about the team with the black and gold. So Omar has the Midas touch. Yeah, I don't know a lot of NFL stuff because I only keep track of the one team. Now with Kal-El, that's his team. He knows his team, and he's 13 years old, and he's given it to the Steeler fans. And he's been giving it for 57 minutes. He's been giving them and shooting from the hip. So, I mean, kudos to you, kid. You're holding your ground. You know, holding your ground. So, like I said, what I think the Steelers are actually the defensive players of last week will be playing. Cam Hayward's going to play. TJ Watt, which you don't even like, he's going to be in the lineup. Joey Porter, which I just said. Yeah, he's going to play. These guys are probably going to play a little bit.
Oh, Josh Allen's going to play them this week.
Yeah, well, you want to because you're going to go see him. Yeah, they're going to play. Nah, if they pull him, but yeah, they're not gonna be long. They're just he's gonna be suited up. If he gets one play, they get one play. They got to get a little bit of cohesiveness on that defense because our defense is the key for this Steelers season. The Steelers defense is the key. Running the ball is going to be the key. Ball control, as we saw against Tampa Bay, even though I'm not a big Matt Canada stuff, you will see that against your Buffalo Bills. And I'm going to give my 3 keys now, and it will go to you. My 3 keys are the same as always. Run the ball and play. That's number 1. Running the ball, getting these running backs, getting McFarland out there in the flat. Don't laugh at me. Getting McFarland in the flat. Hopefully Mitch Trubisky plays a little better. Did not have a great game at all. You know, Broderick Jones had probably, I would say about a C+, B- game last week as tackle. Nothing super duper, but also too, he did not let him get a sack. He held him. I watched a lot of his plays. He's going to be a force in the Steelers' offensive line. And my second key to victory is just let the defense play. These young linebackers, probably the second series, it's going to be all young people. If they play the first teamers to get them a little bit of stuff, and then they're going to roll them right out, you know. So more of Alexander as linebacker. Nick Herbig, if Nick Herbig gets 2 more sacks and he gets 4 and is averaging a sack and a half every game, you know, they're going to have to find some place to put him in. So, and we'll see how Joey Porter does. And honestly, I didn't see too much of the special teams last week, and I don't even know if we ever will because of this new rule. My third thing, and I'm just throwing it out there, is my man, the Triple B Black Gold Dynasty Man of the Year, Boswell. See how that is, you know, that Boswell kicks some balls. some extra points because I don't want field goals against you. I want extra points. So those are my 3 keys to victory. And as long as nobody gets hurt, I know Keon Benton, the big nose defensive tackle, he'll be back. Now, Larry Obajobi has a walking boot on, so that's not good, but we need him healthy for the home opener against the 49ers. So what is your 3 keys for the Buffalo Bills to beat the Steelers this Saturday night?
Well, I think we need to play smart defense again, like we did last week. We picked off Anthony Richardson in like 3 plays. He's supposed to be their big QB in Indianapolis, but he didn't really show for it. Yeah. So yeah, we need to play a smart defense, and then second, we need to play. I think we need to play a lot of starters this week on offense.
Really? Woo!
At least for a drive, because if
one series, yeah.
You said if TJ is playing and Cam Hayward's playing, Joey Porter's playing, obviously McDermott.
And if I'm wrong, it's all out the window.
Yeah, I think maybe McDermott will want to capitalize on that. So I think we need to play a bunch of our starters on offense, and then 3, we just need to play smart football. Just don't be dumb and quit. We need to stop run. We could easily could have ran for a first down some of them plays last week, and we just threw it out the window and had a punt. So
you don't like to punt, do you? No. Do you punt? Let me ask you a question. Do you punt in Madden?
The only reason I will punt in Madden is if I am gonna kick from the 25-yard line, and so sometimes I'll kick it and I'll make it go way over, so it goes out at the 10-yard line, so they have to go from the 10-yard line. Usually I don't play defense on Madden because on my franchise I can do a thing where I do only offense.
Okay.
And I'm glad I can do it, and then because the new Madden came out. Well, it's not out yet. It comes out on Friday, but we pre-ordered it so that we can play early.
Oh, so you're playing it now?
Yeah.
Okay. I dropped out of college to play Madden back in the early '90s. The one person that I can never beat is Brian Lamort. I've never beaten him. I think I beat him one time in my career for 50. We used to bet money. I would lose money, big time money. Yeah. And it's just, if it's that one person that you have in your life that you think you can beat everybody else, but you can't win. I don't know what it is about him. He sucks my energy. I don't know what he does. He just beats me all the time. It just sucks. Mm-hmm. Last time I played him, he didn't even play the game and he beat me. Prick. But what team do you play the Buffalo Bills?
Yeah, so all the time I'll do the Bills. Actually, I was playing this morning, and I'm playing. So since there's new controls, I'm not really used to some of the controls, so I'm playing on the pro level. And I got really mad today because usually what I do is I'll upgrade a bunch of my players on because you can do that on your franchise.
Okay.
So I didn't do that, so I went out and I was playing. I was playing the Commanders, and I don't know why, but
Why?
Because that's who they play. I think week 2 or week 3.
Oh, okay.
It goes in order, from their schedule.
Gotcha.
So, I threw 5 interceptions, I think, and then I threw my controller a few times.
Oh, don't do that. I've done that too. Well, I threw my controller one time out of the house, though, out about 35 yards.
Well, I threw it at my couch, so it doesn't really get broken.
Oh, no. I threw mine outside, kid. It was bad. Because I lost $50 to Morty, and Morty, I did beat you 1 time or 2 times. Now, you beat me all the other times. I'll give you credit on social media across the world. Morty kicked my ass in Madden football. I said it. But I did beat him at least 1 time. And the one game that I did lose, I bet $50, and I threw the controller in the game out down in the field. And I had to go down and get it. But yes, I fully take ownership for that. So, and as we're talking about this, I need to get a PS5 because I always think outside the box. So, and I have to practice a lot because I used to do some tournaments where these 8-year-old kids from Texas would kick my ass. I wouldn't score nothing. I would sit because you can get in Madden tournaments and win $300,000. Like I was in that, but I just got my ass kicked after 2 games and that was done. You know what I mean? But I don't think I can beat you because you're a lot younger than me. I've had 2 concussions and I'm old and slow. But I could probably try to do something with ball control. Then because you know why I say that? Because I don't punt ever. I never punt. I'm going for it all the time. And I want to play you. I don't know how we're going to do this. And we need to like film it. Me against you. And I'm sorry that I'm probably going to swear a lot because if you started beating me, the F word's going to fly out tremendously. But I think it would be cool as hell. And I know I'm bad right now. If I played you right now, you'd destroy me. I have to get in the zone. I have to train like Rocky. Plus, I got to buy a system because my PS4 shit the bed. So I would definitely have to do that. But that is something we can do. But I'm always the Steelers. Just, now I have to play Kenny Pickett because it's not Big Ben. Yeah, and Larry says, yeah, don't bet, Bubs. It'd be censored. Yeah, I know. So, yeah, we need to do that one of these days. Live on here. I don't know. Twitch. I don't know how. You're a Twitch guy. I have Twitch, but I don't know how to run it. I wish I did because I think me and you could probably do shows every day and be a millionaire. So we could just work from home. So, okay, now I'm going to get to my score. And then I'm going to let you have the last word on the scores, and I'm going to do some thanks, everybody, and then do the, promoting stuff that I usually do best. Because this is a good show. I'm telling you, you can come on anytime, because it seems like you know a lot more football than just the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. I know. I'm trying to get more smarter in my football knowledge every year.
Well, if you were smarter, you'd be a Steeler fan. Yeah. You can tell me to F off, Bob. I can handle that. I'm good. I'm good. You can say it. I'm okay. You can think it. You can think it right now. That's okay. Well, that's okay. It's okay. So anyway, I'm going to give my score. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be 31-27 Pittsburgh.
So is that it? I can go now. So.
What's that?
You want me to do mine?
Yeah, you can do yours. You can elaborate, and you can cut a wrestling promo on me right now about how Buffalo Bills are going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, I mean, you come from a wrestling family. You're good.
Well, I'm trying to work on promo skills, but I don't think I just got to keep it simple.
Okay, simple's good.
It's gonna be a good game. Hopefully, a good game for the Bills. I get lost and
you want to think a little bit because I got people giving me scores. I'll let you think a little bit. I'll let you because I think I was when I said something about this. I don't know. I got you flamed up. I got you mad. So you gotta. You want to tell me to F off? I know you do because I'm a Steeler fan. It's okay. I'll let you simmer a little bit. And then Donnie Fulmer said 21-17 Pittsburgh. And then while you're thinking on the score, I will cut some promos on whatever. So you just take your time because this is very serious for you and you want to put out the best you can. So I'll just say everybody, hey, if you guys haven't hit like and subscribe, please do. See this interview with Jared Berry, country western music star. He's doing everything. He happened to come on the show last week. He's from Shalocta, Pennsylvania. So hit the like, hit the subscribe. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. Just listen. And if you still need more time, I'll keep going. If you need more time because you're thinking the best thing.
I think I got it.
Okay. I'll listen.
I was thinking it'll be close going into the fourth quarter, and then I think we'll kind of start to dominate. So I think we're gonna go with Steelers 17, Bills 35.
How the hell did it get to be good in the fourth quarter and you just put 35 points up? Where'd you put your 35 points up? Where It was Bubba, it was close in the third quarter. And then Steelers are 17 and the Buffalo Bills are 35. So how does that happen?
Well, if it's like, say it's like 17-20, it could be like something like that, like going into the fourth. It could be like a touchdown.
I see how you
or
are.
Less
Holy
above,
shit, you could
but
have scored 3 touchdowns in the last 8 minutes of the game? Oh my God, you're good. You're funny, man. Oh my, that was funny. Well, when you said the Steelers first, I was like, oh, I think you're going to say Pittsburgh's going to win.
I would never say the Steelers are going to win unless it's like versus. Well, actually, never mind. I'll take that back.
Do you ever take the Pittsburgh Steelers in anything besides, if they weren't facing the Buffalo Bills, would you take the Steelers in other games?
If the Steelers are facing the Dolphins, I'll take that. Because my cousin's a
against
Dolphins
your own
fan.
division. Against your own division.
Well, no. Well, yeah, but the other reason would be because my cousin likes the Dolphins, and I think the Dolphins are complete idiots. I don't like the Dolphins.
I see. I got people. Todd says 35. 35. No, you're going to get mad at this one. 35-13 Steelers win. Chris says 27-24 Steelers. But you're not. The 35-13 is probably making you a little mad. That's the same thing as you told me. Oh, Pittsburgh 17, Buffalo 35 in the middle of the fourth quarter.
Oh no, I said it's going into the fourth quarter. Like could.
So in a quarter they score 17 points.
Yeah.
You guys scored 17
very
points.
Doable.
Oh, very doable. Yes. Scoring 17 points in the fourth quarter. You're getting popcorn and sarsaparillas, and they got their fifth string quarterback in, and he's just lighting up the Steelers defense, scoring points.
Well, Matt Barkley needs to.
He'll go mad. He'll go crazy on this one, Greg. Greg. Are you sitting down? Are you sitting down? Are you sitting down? Okay, here you go. Greg Rishel says, I can't believe I'm saying this to you. 42-0 Pittsburgh. You okay?
I definitely need some of those. Whatever he's taking, I definitely need some.
I do too.
I've been having some issues, some back pain, probably because I'm doing like workouts and stuff. But I need to feel that good. I need to feel confident enough to pick the Steelers to beat the Bills 42-0.
If hey Kal-El, if me and you don't make money out of this show, I tell you, this is a show to retire on right here for both of us. Well, I have another one. You're not going to be happy about this one either, kid. 42-22 Pittsburgh. I told you they're coming out of the woodwork.
They're trying their best. They're really trying to get what their fantasy land tells them to do.
I just grabbed the same thing you took when you said 35-17 Bills. Yeah, I thought that was a little. Yeah. See,
it's doable. It's definitely
not in the fourth quarter. I could see 35-17 and
I can see the Bills honestly in the fourth quarter scoring touchdowns.
I'm going to text you. I'm going to text you if they don't score any more than 14 points. I'm going to text you. I don't know where I'm going to be. I'm going to be watching the game. I got to go. I'm going to my buddy's. I'm going to Punxsutawney. My buddy's son's graduating in Punxsy, and maybe you know him. Ben, you know Ben Gifford?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's graduating, so I'm going to go up there. I don't know when. I got to figure out what time it was, but I'll be texting you. Be like, oh yeah, it's 17-14 Steelers.
Or it'll be like I could text you, be like, "Oh, how's the Steelers? How about them touchdowns for the Steelers if they don't score any?"
Yeah, touche. Okay, now, he can at least agree. Can you agree? Who's your worst NFL team?
Not.
Don't even. You say the Steelers. I'm gonna hit the button right now, kid.
They're definitely top 10 in my opinion. Top 10 worst.
Oh my God. What is your grandpa? Your grandpa's a Steeler fan, correct? Bob, your grandpa.
We were talking about it, and he said he's not really actually a Steelers fan. He'll just watch it with my grandma.
Jeez.
So,
I know your Uncle Alan. I know your Uncle Alan's a Steeler fan. He's a huge Steeler fan.
Yeah.
God bless him. God bless him.
The worst team. That's a hard one.
It's a hard one.
Yeah. I wanted to say the Texans, honestly.
Just by record or just by history?
Just because I don't think they're gonna be great. I mean, their quarterback is just throwing picks out there. He threw one pick, but I mean, it was terrible.
I understand.
Threw right to the guy.
Well, it happens.
So yeah, Texans, and then I'll say the Cowboys after that.
Okay. America's not America's team. You know who America's team is before we get out of here?
The Bills.
You beat me to it. I was going to say the Steelers. Because realistically, it is the Steelers. It is. I'm telling you, 6 Super Bowl trophies, kid. 6. That's 7.
That's 7.
I know. There it is. There's 6 right here. It's all part of my plan. I went to Marion Center.
Tom Brady has more Super Bowls than the Steelers whole franchise.
I know. I hate Tom Brady, and I know your family loves Tom Brady. I can't stand him. I hate him.
How could you hate Tom Brady? Honestly, he's clean player.
Because his wife hates him. He did cheat because his wife left him. And he should have got beat up by Ted. Oh, Bubba, wait. 7 this year. Thanks, Steel. Steelers had the best fan base around. Oh, yeah. Oh, I agree with that. Lisa said, Bubba, who is your favorite of all-time Steeler? Oh, that's a lot, Lisa. I'm going to say my favorite all-time Steeler, because I almost kissed him on the cheek, is the guy right here, Big Ben Roethlisberger, Lisa. 65,000 yards, 2 Super Bowl championships. 2. And speaking of trivia, I almost forgot our trivia question because me and you were like shooting the shit here, and I almost forgot the trivia question for my lovely prizes, which my lovely wife will be picking out very shortly when I get the whatever I do. So let me find my trivia. Okay, my trivia people, you guys can Google. I don't know. You might know this, Kal-El, and if you do, you could be putting it in a hat for the drawing. How many former Steeler quarterbacks drafted by the team are in the Hall of Fame?
Nope, not me. I don't think I know that.
Former all-time Steelers, all-time players for the Steelers. Yeah, Big Ben, Jack Lambert, Green, Jerome Bettis. I love them all, Rock. I have a lot of Steelers stuff. So, yes. How many former Steelers quarterbacks drafted by the team were in the Hall of Fame? And if you can name who were they, I'll put your name in 3 times in the hat. How many? Whoa. Shane got it. Holy shit. Usually it's like weeks on end here. Shane, you got it. It is 2. 2. Wow, that was quick. I was surprised because usually I'm telling you, Kal-El, it takes weeks to get these trivia questions out. And if you can name them, who are they? Chris, you got it too, because sometimes it's a delay. So Chris and Shane, put it in the thing. Can you name these 2 players? If you can name these players, I'll put your name in 5 times. If you can name these Hall of Famers. No, Lori. Nope. Former, not retired Steelers, former players that played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not the ice cream. No. Not Ben and Terry. No. Yeah. If you can name these 2 former people that the Pittsburgh Steelers drafted, they didn't end their career at Pittsburgh, ladies and gentlemen. Greg, you got one of them right. Greg. If you can name the other, They have passed. Greg Rishel got one. The one he got was Johnny Unitas. The Pittsburgh Steelers actually drafted Johnny Unitas. Did you know that, Kal-El? He was drafted. He was drafted 9th in 1955, and the Steelers cut him. Shane, you got a Unitas. No, not Terry. One more quarterback. Former Steeler, not retired as a Steeler. These trivia questions get everybody. I swear to God, it's surprising. If you guys can answer that, me and Kal-El can go. Because I know he's probably got school tomorrow.
No.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, okay. Well,
we don't start till next week.
Oh, okay. Well, when you go to next week, they'll be like, "Oh, you're on some podcast show talking about Steelers," and you're like, "Yeah," because you guys just don't know when you get beat 35-3, you really don't have nothing to say. Yes, Greg Rishel is the winner. Way to go, Lenny Dawson. He is right. First round, 1957 ended his career with the Kansas City Chiefs with a Super Bowl. Oh, yeah, I didn't want to give that. I didn't want to give the deceased part. So I'm going to write that down. Greg, Shane. I think I got to go back through this. And Chris. Greg gets 5. See, that's how it works. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Kal-El, this was an awesome show tonight. I want to thank you so much for coming on, and I will try to get you on again because then maybe you can give – it seems like since you don't like the Steelers, you can give the anti-Steelers stuff, I guess. So, yeah. Now –
Before we get out of here, I wanted to say my favorite Bills player because I've had this planned.
I was hoping you would because somebody wanted to know.
I didn't want to say who it was. Like I didn't want to actually say who it was, but he was actually a killer player in the league.
Oh, you got a sense of humor, man. You got me on that one. Oh my God. And he was good. He was good as the Hertz guy too. He was good at Naked Gun. I like a couple of OJ in the morning. Oh, no. Oh, that was the one that you were going to break me on. Yeah.
Sometimes, usually I'm a prime guy, but sometimes I like to wake up in the morning and hit a cup of OJ.
Oh my God. Okay, so really, who is your favorite? Is it Josh Allen?
Well,
honestly, God, that was good. Oh my.
3, to be honest, Jim Kelly, Josh Allen, and OJ Simpson. Honestly, I gotta say, okay. I like it.
Okay, he was good when he played. He just his afterlife he went all to hell. Yeah, when you put the glove on, I knew what you were doing. That was good. Oh, your mom's so proud. That's good. That was good. Touche. You got me a couple times on this show. Yeah, definitely. Your grandma's on this show. Oh my. Yeah, Thurman Thomas was good too.
Mm-hmm. I also like Andre Reed too.
Yeah, they were good. I remember watching that game. Oh, and your aunt. Yeah, your aunt's on too. I remember that game when they came back from the Titans. I watched that game live.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Houston Oilers. I'm sorry, not the Titans. So, okay. Well, this show was brought to you by not orange juice. Not orange juice. This show is brought to you by by Bob's Pizza, which I got pizza the other day during the Steeler game. A Wapaho, 5 slices, and a root beer. I didn't get a root beer. So if you go down to 4th Street, tell Ted Bubba sent you. And Watkins Boxing just was there today working out. If you want to join, he's got 5 guys going for gold gloves this weekend on Saturday. So congratulations to Brandon and the boys at the club there. And you guys can go $50 a month. They got kids. And also Thursday night, which is tomorrow night, Wrestle Talk Across the Country. My host, Mark Mancini, Ralph Williams, my buddy, smoking Jim Frazier, and yours truly. are in the house talking professional wrestling all across the United States. Now I'm on a radio show, and I don't ever swear on that one. I haven't swore yet, which was good. But yeah, oh my God, is that funny? Oh, well, we're not killing it literally. Oh, your grandma's. I'm still here, and she had no idea. She said, "Well, it's okay. This kid's money." And I'll say this, like I said, Kal-El, you can come on anytime when I get you on. It'll probably be before you got to go to bed because school's on. But I'll definitely bring you on to. You can take the other side of the Steelers and me, because it seems like we're going to be arch nemesis here when we talk football. I mean, we pretty much think alike when it comes to wrestling, except for Logan Paul. But I'm starting to lean on Logan Paul being an entertainer and a wrestler, though. So, but yeah, do you have anything do you want to plug before you get out of here, sir?
Well, I guess two things. I guess. So.
Oh
my TikTok is all one word, mania.season SCN. And then my dad just so we set up my Venmo, and I just keep getting notifications if people keep sending me money.
What is that? What is that? See, I'm behind the times.
It's
what is that?
So it's like an app where you can either people can pay you, or like you can pay them like online. So like.
For what?
So my mom will use it like if she's like buying something from my aunt and she's gonna pay her back. So she'll
okay.
Venmo her.
Yeah, okay. Okay, like Zelle. Okay.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, so, yeah.
And then so that is all. So I can't do the dot on that one. It's all one word, Mania Season, just the SCN. It won't let me do the dot for some reason. So. But yeah, okay. I don't know how much money. It's keep getting all these notifications.
So you're just getting money. You're getting money. You're making money while you're sitting on the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty show right now, bashing the Steelers, talking about the Bills, and making money. Why go back to school?
Yeah, right. Like
no, I was just kidding, Lisa, Sean. I was just kidding. Lori, you got to get an education. Yeah, they'll be like, oh, Bubba, he's never coming on again. But yeah, that's okay. That's great. Yeah, your TikTok is, yeah. So people hit subscribe to his TikTok. Hopefully he gets on. You don't do Facebook yet.
Mm-mm. Well, actually, this is not about the Facebook. But actually, my past few TikTok streams, I forgot to add this, but like people have been sending me gifts. So like you can do gifts on TikTok.
What do you mean gifts? Like what?
Like, so the
how the hell are you TikTok, making? I can't make money. I've been doing this for years. I can't make shit. There's you. You do a couple TikTok videos. You're making money.
So they're kind of like a little like emoji. They're not really not like emojis, but like so each one will be worth a certain amount of coins. So you have to like buy these coins on TikTok, and then you can use them.
God bless you. You're making money. I was going to go on OnlyFans, but I don't think anybody wants to pay for me. I had to get one joke in. Your OJ one was good. Ooh, that's classic, man. You even got probably Steinmiller's going to have to take up his game now. Everybody from the Mega Mania cast is going to have to ante up their game now just because you come on the show tonight. Oh my God, that's funny. So okay, TikTok and was it Venmo?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, you're making money. Okay. Well, there you go. That's awesome. I need to make money too. Oh, just somebody screamed in my house. I don't know what happened. I heard my future wife is screaming. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that too.
You heard that? See? Yeah. Oh, way to go, Tam. Yeah, she was probably making crafts and something. The glue gun got stuck or something. I don't know. So, but hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on. And hey, this was what'd you think about this? Is a little different than the wrestling one, though.
This was awesome. This was up there with the wrestling one, especially because we got to talk all about this game and talk about the Bills and stuff. So yeah, I love this.
Okay. Well, like I said, I definitely I think you're a great asset. And if people don't get a hold of you to actually have you come on other podcast shows, I think they're crazy. Like I said, I'm going to try to get you as many times back on here as I can. And if I have somebody else on, I still like to bring you on because I didn't know you were, I can go off of you. This is like Darth Vader and young Luke Skywalker over here. You're Luke Skywalker and I'm Vader, where the darkness is the black and gold. So, but yeah, if you're available, Let's see. I got one more comment before. Oh, I think he's talking. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he knows all that stuff on TikTok. I have a TikTok account, but I don't really promote it. I just promote the YouTube stuff. Hopefully something transpires and I could do this. Maybe me and Kal-El could both do these shows and make money, and then we never have to do anything again. That would be great. But it's a slow, tedious process, and I enjoy him coming on the show, and he's a great asset to the Triple B experience stuff, the wrestling, now with football. And I want to thank you for coming on tonight, sir. Good luck Saturday.
Same to you.
It's not going to be 35-17 in the fourth quarter.
You never know. I mean, you never know.
Oh, I do. And I'll be drinking, kid. You'll be drinking Coca-Cola, and I'll be drinking real stuff. And I guarantee maybe I should smoke up with a couple of these scores too, probably. But, so.
I mean,
but,
you never know. The Bills might score more points.
Well, it's preseason. Guaranteed if we have a playoff game against each other, definitely you're coming on. You're coming, like I said, you're going to come on and I get you as many times as I can. You know what I mean? When I know with school and stuff. And usually this is not as long. I usually go a half hour by myself, but me and you, I'm telling you what, we could do hours and it's still entertaining. And then I don't know where you got that plastic glove at, but that was good. That was, it was on fire. You were on fire. Shane said fire. So I appreciate you, Kal-El. Thank you so much for coming on as always, and giving your football expertise. Good luck Saturday. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. And hit like and subscribe. And, we'll see you guys. Kal-El, we'll see you, we'll see you around. We got a Mania show coming up very, very soon. So, yeah. So, oh my God, I'm going to get off here. And that joke, oh my God, that was good. Oh, that was good. So everybody, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. And for Kal-El and myself, good night from the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty show. Once I hit it right, we'll see you. You guys have a great weekend. Go Steelers. You like that one, Kal-El? Go Steelers.